welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Oyinka Solajinadi. Welcome to Dr. OJ Speaks. This is an exclusive special edition episode. It's not our every Friday episode with my partner and I. This is an interview that I have really been looking forward to having, and my guest today is someone that you're very familiar with. But before I bring her on set, I just want to talk a little bit about this wonderful individual, this super amazing human, a Nollywood actress who has been in the industry for over 20 years. Beautiful, ageless beauty. Like, she looks the same in 2021 like she looked in 1991. I mean, come on, like, how do you stay that consistent? I mean, this is the quality of human that I am bringing to you today, and I am so excited to share her story with you. So guys, stay tuned as I bring my guest on, because you guys are definitely in for a treat. I'll be right back to see you guys. Thank you. Don't forget, before you leave me today, subscribe, turn your notification on, leave a comment, like, share this video, be a part of our community, because you know we're always bringing you the best in entertainment, education, and all things lifestyle on Dr. OJ Speaks. I'll be right back. Stay tuned. Good morning, good evening, wherever you're watching this from. I am super excited to bring you guys this special edition of Dr. OJ Speaks. This is an exclusive interview with the one and only amazing, beautiful, ageless. When I saw her in person, before I even tell you who it is, right? And we're gonna amazing actress, Miss Doris Simeon. I was like, how come you still look the same way that I've always seen you, like many years ago, and now today you still look the same, ever beautiful, ever radiant. But the best part about me meeting her is the fact that I found her so kind, very gracious, extremely humble, and just like down to earth, relatable person. And I was like, I have to get an exclusive from you. We have to have a one-of-a-kind Dr. OJ interview, and she graciously granted us that. So guys, you are in for a treat today, and I am super excited to welcome my wonderful guest, Doris Simeon, to the show. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you, and thank you for all the compliments. My head is...
Your head is sweating. No, don't worry. Because I started to sweat. That was we're just doing preamble. But thank you so much for granting this interview, Ms. Simeon. I appreciate you so much.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so where do we start from? I guess from the very beginning. And from the very beginning, so your acting career is how a lot of people know you. But there's so many other sides to you. So in this interview, I really want to focus on those other sides of you that people typically don't, maybe they don't even want to know. They just know Doris Simeon, she's an actress and she's a celebrity, and that's it. So there's so many other sides to the celebrity Doris Simeon.
I don't think people don't know that other side of Doris Simeon aside from being an actress. Maybe a lot of people don't know, but some people knows, and a lot of people know that I love to craft, and I'm usually into such, and I have some pictures to tell on social medias that people see, like my crochet thingy.
I've seen your crochet work. Yeah, so is that something that you have always done? So let's go back to the beginning, before you got into acting. What's your background before you became an actress?
Well, I came from a typical polygamous home, and you know, when you come from such homes, maybe not everybody, you tend to want to be one of those child that wants to bring the grace and the blessing of the family out into the light. And that's the way I've always been thinking growing up.
Okay.
And I want to be out there. Though I wanted to come out there so that people will know the name and not the face. Cause
How is that possible with this face? How would that have been possible?
well, I know some people will crucify me when I say this. I'm a shy person. I'm a quiet person. Yes, I'm into the movie industry, and people will be like, "You're quiet and you're acting." No, people that are quiet
They don't act.
But I like to I'm a very reserved person. Um, a little bit of an introvert and a little bit of an extrovert. Maybe probably because of the kind of job I do, which is acting. I like to always stay in my lane. I play, but then sometimes I like to stay in my lane and be there. So I am not that kind of person. Actually, I'm a very playful person when it comes to playing, but then sometimes I also like to
Be quiet.
be quiet
Okay,
and
so
make my peace.
how many years is your career, and what is what led you to go into that path? I know every actor or every actress has a story. You know, some people will say they've always dreamt of being in front of the screen, but for you, what really pivoted you into acting, and why did you see acting as a way to say, bring out the glory and the blessing of your family and to put the Simeon name out there? There could have been so many ways for you to do it.
Um, like I said earlier, I used to play a lot, and growing up, when I do that in front of my friends, maybe my church. So one of my friends just told me about this Papa School and company audition, and I was like, okay, that was late 90s, I guess, and I reluctantly went for it. You must see if I will see some stars, like Raja School,
Okay.
and all those things. I just went reluctantly, thinking that they might not pick me. But this one that my friends are encouraging me that they don't pick you, then they don't know, they don't see the talent
They don't
in
see
you
the
and all those
talent in
things.
you.
So I just went for it reluctantly, and that was how it all started. I couldn't wait to get home. Then there wasn't. There was CSM, but it was for the rich people then.
It wasn't
that
everywhere.
It wasn't everywhere. It was really expensive then. So I couldn't wait to get home to tell my siblings and my mom that they picked me up, and they said I should come to location in Ikorodu, so there, and all those things. So I've been in the industry for like should be 20-something years now.
Yes, 20-something years for
So,
sure. You're definitely a veteran, and you're just one of those actresses that every time we see you on screen, initially, when I first started to encounter your roles and your character, I was like, how is an Igbo girl? How is she able to fluently? Because you did Yoruba movies, and I figured you're not Yoruba.
yeah.
So how did you just learn to speak so well? Sometimes you will do like the ijile, owe and all of those things.
Right. Actually, when I first started, I really do not know how to speak the Yoruba well. It was while I got into it. I learned on set. Sometimes I ask questions, and then I say, do I pronounce it well? Did I, or I didn't?
So you didn't start with the English Nollywood?
I actually started with Papa Jasko and Company,
yeah.
which is English anyway. So, and it was on that particular set that I got my first Yoruba movie script, and then that was it. Even the first, I still remember vividly, the first Yoruba movie I did, I couldn't speak out loud because I was nervous, I was shy, but thank God for the people I worked with on that set. They really do helped me and encouraged me. They didn't, they didn't bully me.
They didn't
criticize. They didn't criticize me to go into my shell and all those things, And it's really helped. And thank God for my late boss then, late Yomi Ogumola. He was the one that's always been encouraging me and pushing me that no, you can't be behind the camera.
No.
So it wasn't. But then I was born in Lagos, and I drank Lagos water, I drink Lagos Gary. So I speak Yoruba.
You speak Yoruba.
Even if it start at that, but then when I got into the movie industry, I started speaking it properly.
Amazing. Yes, you've done an amazing job. So now we've talked a little bit about Doris Simeon, the actress, So there are other sides of you. There's Doris Simeon, the mom. How has motherhood shaped your career? I mean, I know your son is a lot older now, but I mean, having a child and being in the industry, how did that work out? So how has it been being a mom in Nollywood and raising a child? How did that play out for you? Because I'm a single mom myself, and I know the struggle, and I'm not even in the entertainment industry, but it can be pretty tough.
It is. It is. For anybody that is in any industry, no matter what, it is tough, but like people will always say, where women got their strength from, only God knows. Only God knows.
Only God knows.
I do not know how I scale through, and then saying this again for the first time on the show, because I never like to talk about my past. My ex-husband used to be very helpful then. I'll give that to him. When I'm not home, he's home to take care of him and all. And then when I'm home, he's out there hustling as well. So it's just the give and take. That's why we're partners. Anyway.
So you had a good balance with your ex-husband?
Then, yeah.
Then, back then. And it's funny that you bring him up. I mean, being able to co-parent, how have you managed that? Because I know there's been, personally, I wasn't even aware until recently. I'm just getting into this entertainment space and I'm navigating my way. And I just made up my mind from the beginning that I'm going to do this on my own terms. Because, of course, I have so many other things that I had built before coming into media. And, you hear, you listen, you do research. How did you manage with that situation with your ex-husband? Today you speak, and I can tell that you have a lot of peace over the situation. But how did you manage? Because the reason I ask is because a lot of women, I was married and I'm divorced, and I co-parent with my ex-husband. But a lot of women are not able to co-parent with their ex-husbands. So what's the dynamic like for you? And how did you guys get through some of the troubled waters with your relationship? And you being in the limelight, having a son, and dealing with all that, how did you manage it?
I wouldn't say it's easy. It wasn't, because you would have pressure here and there. Even if you want to, make your own peace, people, family, and all will say, if it's me, and all those things.
It's always if it's me, everybody. And I'm that one friend that also, I have friends that, they share stuff, and I'm like, how? This and that. But, guys, really.
But one thing I learned from my mom growing up is don't take life too hard. When you take life hard, that's when you grow older than your age.
True.
It's life. It is. Leave it the way it is. Live, grow, love with it.
There you go.
If you don't, you kill yourself before your time. Things will happen. Yes, you will cry in your closet. And still come back smiling. Wow. But then, why would I want to take life so hard when I know that I still have future? Whenever I wake up in the morning, it's a great opportunity for me to also amend
Do
my
better.
ways and do better. But if I say, but I'll just sleep today and still wake up and continue like that.
I'll continue.
Really? How can you make peace? with your
Hyperstroke,
life?
Neil.
That's it.
Hyperstroke.
At the end of the day, when you are sick, you are the one that will still go through
Your
that
body,
burden.
yes, it's true. And guess what? The worst part about it is all the people that are championing you and telling you if it's them, if it's their mother, if
But
it's
when
their
they are
grandfather,
there, they can't.
they can't do that. They
They
won't do
can't cope.
anything.
It's just all about, just like Yoruba will say, "Ẹni tó wọ bàtà."
No more
No
be taught in
more
town. Good, good, good.
If you're not in that shoe, you won't know how
You
it
would not
feels.
know how it feels.
Yes, a lot of women out there tend to make their exes their enemy, all because of they don't coexist anymore. No, life is not like
It's
that.
not like that. It's not like that. You know, and that's the irony. Like, when people see you as a public figure, they make up their own story. They see you like, they make up their own story and say, you know, that person. And I'm like, honestly, it's, I know it's normal and it's the human thing, like it's the public, right? And once you put yourself out on that stage and say, I'm a personality, I'm acting, I'm this, you've sort of given them the permission to poke and have opinions about your life.
Exactly.
But I feel like, you know, sometimes people need to really see you as a human being. Sometimes I feel like they don't see, I can say we, humans, sometimes we don't see celebrities as humans. And that's why we make up these stories and we cook up the narratives and we make it worse or whatever suits our own
I used
conscience.
to say then that no, don't see celebrities as superhumans. No. Yes, they have all these superhero films that they do, all those things. It's all fiction. We are all humans. We have feelings. We have blood and water flowing in our veins. So we have feelings.
Exactly.
It's not that we will come here and start acting like God, we're perfect. Even pastors are not perfect. How much more we celebrities that we are just imitating other people to just make you people be entertained and enjoy life.
Well, on that matter, do you feel like, even though we say that celebrities are humans, and I agree 100% with you, do you feel like celebrities should be held accountable for actions that supposedly impact the men? You know, because when people follow you, they look up to you, and you do certain things. They not necessarily looking up to you to guide their lives, but celebrities have a following for a reason. They have influence for a reason. So when people pay or invest in that influence, because really it is the investment that your followers make that gives you the influence. Right. Do you feel like when a celebrity goes sideways and makes an error, and I'm sure you've heard several things that have been going around in the news with all kinds of scandals with different people, not passing any judgment, do you think they should be held accountable?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes, in the sense that we are here, we do this movie thing to make people learn.
Okay.
From what we are trying to portray out there. We are trying to tell them, because we are like preachers to these people. So when you preach, you practice what you preach, right? No, in the sense that there's some of these movies that we do and they have ratings. That's why they say sometimes when you want to watch a particular movie with your kids, you have to be there to guide them.
Yes.
So that's what we have. Yes, we have the celebrity that people look up to. And then we have the parents, which are the guardians.
But what about the celebrities' real life occurrences now? That's what I'm referring to. When a celebrity...
That's why I said you practice what you preach. So when you act in a movie, you're trying to tell people to learn from this particular movie. Okay. You don't just give them a movie to be entertained, to also learn.
Yes.
So when you act it in the movie, when they see you in real life, please don't
meet up to that.
Yeah. Don't make sure that you're practicing whatever you're acting for people, not the bad ones.
And
that's why you act movies and then end it with a solution.
There you go. I love that. I love that. I love that.
You don't just do a movie and don't end it with a solution.
Or have music that entertains. We love our musicians. We love our actors. You know, but then a lot of them say, well, at the end of the day, once I get up that stage and I am in my own space, personal space, whatever I do, is not really any of your concern. But if it comes into the awareness of your fans, it becomes their concern.
Well, I always say this to some of my colleagues as well, that aside from your acting, your film that you put out there for people to watch and learn from and entertain from, if it comes to your personal life, if you don't want them to meddle into it, don't put it out in the social media.
There you go. All right.
Keep it in your house. That way it stays there. But if you put it out there and then they start talking about it and you're saying it's not your business, why did you put it out there?
So no sex tape.
No sex tape, I don't understand.
I'm just making a joke. Not about I know, that was just a general joke. So, no sex tape. So, you guys listen, or don't say, hey. Yeah, I'm just making a joke. We're just here to entertain Abby's. That's what we do. My name is Dr. Ohikosola Jinadu. I'm a beauty professional, med spa operator, franchise owner, and director of education at HD Pro Global Beauty Institute and Body Med Spa. As a mother of 3 boys and immigrant business owner, it is important for me to have a steady and sustainable source of income that transcends economic, government, or public health uncertainties and instability like the global pandemic we are still recovering from. That is why HD Pro Global has created multiple systems that allows my team and I to train, educate, certify, and establish independent med spa operators like us all over the globe. For more information, check out our website to attend a free webinar to get started on your path to continuous success, no matter what is going on in your part of the world. I cannot wait to meet you. Thank you. All right. Oh my God, Ms. Doris, you have been so amazing. You've been so amazing. So, you used to be in Nollywood, Nigeria, geographically. Now you are in the diaspora. Can you share with us maybe what's the comparison as far as how has your career, how has it impacted your career? How has it impacted the quality of life, you know, with your celebrityism? I don't know if that's a word. You should not come and say, Dr. O said something that's not in the dictionary. That's not your problem. Go argue with your keyboard. With your celebrityism, how has being in the diaspora impacted you? For good or for bad? And please be very honest.
Sincerely
The reason I ask is because, you know, there is now a new wave of a lot of our stars moving over here. And I'm wondering, is it better for them to be in the diaspora, or because how can we say Nigerian movies if the movies are not being made in Nigeria? That's one of the things that a lot of people ask.
Yeah, right.
So let's address that.
Well, sincerely speaking, it's a whole lot of different shooting back home and shooting here. Like you just said, yes, it's a Nigerian movie, so it's supposed to be shot in Nigeria, not here.
Yes, because Hollywood shoots in Hollywood.
But then Hollywood also now are diverting to so many other, tribes, religion, and countries to also make it be relatable to all their audience. They know it's not only Hollywood people that watch their movies.
That's true.
So, which is what we're also trying to do here. A lot of Nigerians live in diaspora.
That's true.
They have stories there too. We can also meddle into their story and make it into a movie so that people out there or back home can see what we're also facing back abroad.
And I think that a lot of our diaspora stories need to be told authentically.
Exactly.
Because the media, and I can say this very authoritatively, the media over here does not do our story justice. They highlight too much negativity that actually, in reality, all of the negativity that is highlighted by the diaspora media, international media, affects people in real life. So when an African, let me not say Nigerian, but most Nigerians really, when an African gets into a situation that ordinarily could be sorted out, it gets overly complicated. Because now there's this preformed notion from people who have been watching CNN and watching what it is that they've been portraying, and now they don't even want to give the benefit of the doubt to help these people out of that situation, or they even intentionally make it worse for our people. So I feel like our stories are not being authentically told, and I feel like, and I'm glad you said it, that more movies need to be done to really highlight some real life stuff that people go through here. With the justice system, with the racial system, with the cultural system, there's so many sides to the stories that can be told. And I think then people back home would have a deeper sense of appreciation for what it takes,
to be here.
To be here alone. It takes a lot.
To be here, and a lot of, let me say, Africans, they tend to have this sense of entitlement that you have to, abroad now, so you have to send money, and then when you even send money, you don't appreciate it because how much did you send? And then I'll come and be worshiping you. So they need to know through the movies that, oh no, when they give you $10, appreciate it.
Yes, yes,
Thank them
yes.
even till the next year of
Mhm.
your life.
That
Because
$10 came at a price.
you don't know how many hours somebody did to make that $10.
That's
So
true.
man, and now I know, and yes, I'm ready to also make people, especially back home in Africa, to know what they go through here before they can send you that money.
So you're going to start telling those authentic stories.
Definitely.
Please make sure you include me because because those are projects that are passion projects.
Yeah.
If it's telling real life stories, sharing experiences of people, I think that is what movie making should really be like. Storytelling should really be all about. Okay, we have taken a lot of time with our beautiful Miss Simeon today. So, Miss Simeon, what's coming up next for you? Because now you're here, you've immersed yourself into our diaspora culture. You now say water, not water. Now you know.
No, when did I say water?
You don't say what. No, you have to know. I have to, you have to say water.
Yeah.
My siblings keep saying that you've been there for how long now? You're supposed to be.
You have to say what. Abio.
Nah. Lagos water is drink water.
She drank Lagos water. You can't flush it out.
Except those children wants to kill me that they don't understand what I say. That's when I'll start twisting my tongue. Abba, don't kill me now.
It's not hard like that. Forget that. It's not hard. No, I love your authenticity. It's very natural. I love it. So what's coming up next for you? What are you working on that we can expect?
Well, November 28th, I'm going to be premiering my short movie that I directed, the first movie ever I directed.
Oh, director, so we can add director, act. Oh, wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But until when people see the movie and see if I did well or not, until
It's
then,
okay, it's
I
okay.
love when people tell me what I did so I can do better.
Of course.
And then,
What's the short movie called?
It's called Played.
Played. Oh,
Like
wow.
when people
You
play.
get played.
Yeah.
That sounds interesting. Played.
Get played. And then
Okay.
I was talking with my colleague, Mr. on how people get names of titles, lovely titles and all those things. But the scriptwriter was the one that actually made it title they played. And I read through it. I said, oh, this is nice. I don't want to change the title. Let's stay with Played. And then I also want to be doing a yearly show titled Anger with Doris Simeon. So that's why I wanted to to infuse the premiere into the show.
Into the
So
show.
it has to be like every
Okay.
yearly shows in Maryland, and
Nice.
hanging out with people, and then I'll bring in so many side attraction into the show, karaoke. Even
Oh,
if it's,
nice.
all sorts
Well,
of things.
this
so that
year,
at least people in the diaspora, we work so much. Let's have fun as well.
you know what I realize is happening to the entertainment scene in diaspora? The more we have our entertainers and people in the media space migrate over here, the more we're getting a huge infusion of entertainment and culture, because they're like, you people don't, I hear it all, it's like, you people don't do anything, and all of a sudden, you see these individuals putting up shows, giving us that
And you
vibe.
see people coming out.
Yes,
because
they need it.
They need it.
Yes.
They need it.
So thank you, Ms. Doris Simeon. I won't make it to this year's show, but I promise you, next year, we're going to be hanging out with Ms. Doris Simeon in MD. I'm still trying to talk her into moving to Dallas. Because, I don't know, that Maryland, when it's cold,
If my man see this thing, he will say, come and drag
her. Okay, calm down. Emma, worry. We will come to Maryland to support you guys. Thank you
I
so
know
much.
with this one that I just said, people will start asking, who is the man?
Don't worry. I
Ah!
won't put my private thing out there.
Don't put. Okay, so
Sorry.
why do you feel you don't want to put it out there?
Because, like I said, if you don't want people to meddle into your business,
Into your
don't put
business,
it on
don't put
social
it out
media.
there. Okay, she's living, preaching, she's doing as she's doing. She wants you to do as she's doing. She's not telling you to do as she says.
Yeah.
She's actually practicing what she's
The only
preaching.
thing I want out there is my work. Buy, patronize.
Buy her
please, make
crochet.
it better.
Buy my movie, buy my crochet. Patronize me, I have a salon, I'm a hairdresser.
There you
here.
go. Look at that.
That's it.
She has a lot to offer, guys. Beyond being an actress, she's doing hair, and it's amazing that we take a lot of things like Ishowo, for granted. But it is the ish.
That it is.
That's the gold mine.
Like my mom would say,
That's it. Nobody can take it away from you.
no.
All right, y'all. Maryland people, check out my girl, Miss Doris Simeon. Make sure you patronize her. Guys, don't worry. Once we get this video out there, leave us a comment, likes, tell us what you think about it. Show some love to Miss Simeon. Go to her page. Don't forget her new short film coming out November 28th. And she's going to be throwing it down in Maryland. And we're going to be posting it as well. So thank you so much, Miss Simeon. I appreciate you. God bless you. All right, guys. That's it from us today from Dr. OJ Speaks. And until next time, don't worry. I'll be back again with Dr. OJ and Tolu. Bye.